Hey guys, Andy here. A little quick drawing tutorial as requested by a friend of mine. Um, One of my art projects for my Fundamentals of Design class is to work with paint. And basically I have a posterized image of myself, and I have to do two different color schemes with it, and I've decided to use analogous and monochrome because, well, let's face it, it's a lot easier. Let's see if you can see. So far I have like a contoured line drawing of it, and this lesson will be on uh, head proportions. Okay? Um, So hopefully this will turn out right. I wish I had a tripod. If I did, this would come out a lot better, but we don't. You may be wondering how I actually managed to get this image transferred to my piece of Bristol board. What I did was I took a bit of tracing paper, traced over the image, over the lines that I thought were important and the lines that I could see. Then this, I don't know what to call it. It's basically like a carbon sheet or whatever. Um, you just take a graphite pencil, preferably like a really soft lead. Just smear all across it, really nice and evenly. You can take a little bit of paint thinner or whatever to help smear the graphite around. Then you just put it on a piece of Bristol board, take your image, and trace over it. Ballpoint pen works the best because you can actually see the progress that you're making as you do it, and the pressure that you use to apply upon the ball and the pen helps to roll the graphite onto the Bristol board. Right, so let's move that out of the way. Head proportions. Alright, now everyone's head is shaped differently, but there are a few things that are the same. Well, roughly the same. First, what you'll notice is that when it comes to eye spacing, you'll notice that there's just enough space for another eye. Right? Just enough space for a third eye of equal size. And there's like about half an eye's distance on either side usually. And that is where you want to make the contour for the cheek. Or thereabouts, anyways. Everyone's nose is different. You know, some have broad noses, some are narrow, some are flat, some are elongated. Mine happens to be elongated. So, and it comes down a bit. So, it comes down about maybe a quarter all the way down from the head and down the head. Like if you notice, you have a circle for your cranium, right? But you can also divide the head into quarters and eighths, which makes things easier, you'll find. Well, relatively easier. So, see, I've drawn a line straight down to the bottom of my chin, and I've divided it in half, and surprise, surprise, that's where the eyes happen to line up at. And in relation to the circle that you've drawn, it's about on the lower 2/3, right? And the last quarter, the lower quarter of your face is where you draw the line of your mouth. Everyone's mouth is shaped differently, but that's the approximate for it. You know, and the ears line up right around the eye level. You know, a little higher usually, or a little lower. And of course, you have to consider the the tilt of the head, which I haven't here, but it's not necessary to take note of. So yeah, key things: circle for the head, right? And a line straight down, right? And right around the eye level is where you can go ahead and make a, I guess a shield shape. I don't know what you call it. And that happens to coincide with the jawline. And of course everyone is shaped differently, so do consider that fact. Um, Divide your head up into quarters, or whatever. Make my lines a little darker so you can see them better. Alright, and you'll notice that the circle has been conveniently divided up into thirds. So, yeah. Oops. My portfolio fell over. But yeah, that's basically the proportions you need to consider when drawing a head, a realistic head, a human head. So there you go. Hopefully you guys have learned something from this, and feel free to shoot me an email at andrewcadet@gmail.com, or look me up on Facebook or whatever, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Feel free to leave a comment below. Bye.